Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from, where are we, Zeffie? Temecula in California. Yes, we're actually at Pechanga RV Resort, which is part of the Pechanga Casino and Hotel Resort. So this was the only place we could find for tonight that had availability. And so tonight we're going to be looking for a place for through the weekend, because I asked if we needed to extend through the weekend. Did they have availability? Nope, they're sold out Friday night, Saturday night. So I'm like, darn. Don't know if the casino is actually open. I think parts of the casino are open, but I know some of the restaurants are closed. I know the swimming pools are closed here at the resort. We still have to go up and get our packet, but Zeffie was, it doesn't matter how far we drive. We get to where we're going and she just like flops down on the floor and just lays there. And I asked her earlier if she wants to go for a walk and check out the dog park, and then we could pick up our reservation packet, because they actually send you your site number. You come to the site, then you call a number to let them know you've arrived, give them all your payment details at that point. They then charge the card and put your welcome packet together and then leave it up by the main office, and you've got to go pick it up. And of course in the welcome packet is like the map or the do's and don'ts of the park, and the key card to get you into like the laundry and the restrooms and all that sort of thing. So yeah, so I said to her, if you want to go for a walk, and she just kind of like opened an eye and just, it's like, okay. So I also checked the temperature at the same time. So if you look on my Facebook page, you will see Zeffie out for the count. You will also see two pictures from two different apps about the weather. They both said 100 degrees. What was interesting is that one said it was 100 degrees outside with a max of 97, but it feels like 95. I was like, okay. The other one said it was 100 degrees, but feels like 107. And I was like, okay, I guess these two apps take temperatures in completely different areas of Temecula. Completely different, where there's like a 12-degree difference between a feel-like temperature. I still don't get the feel-like thing. The feel-like temperature thing. I still don't get that. But anyway, so we're here. So how was your Thankful Thursday? Did you write down what you were grateful for today in a gratitude journal? Did you do recognition for your business? You know, recognizing employees, team members, that sort of stuff. And out of the 40 items that we had listed today, that was in the link that's in this morning's video, how many of those did you get done today? As we said, do at least 5. I've done probably about 7 or 8 of them. I know, and I still haven't finished today. So we did that. Let's see. This I have to say, this is a beautiful resort. We are going to go out for a walk later on, so I might get on another Facebook Live to show you on the walk around, and we'll definitely be doing a live from the dog park and seeing what Zeffie thinks of it. So see, she usually, the first time she's in a park, she'll usually spend a lot of time sniffing around and all that. She probably won't do any actual running until like tomorrow morning when we go there. And then then I've sort of become like a pseudo secret shopper. So if you remember from last night's call, I was telling you I was looking at this freelance job, and they had these 3 pages of scenarios that you had to go through and answer what you would do in each situation, like how you would respond to it, because it's all like a virtual help desk type of thing. So there was 2 questions that I could not find the answers for anywhere on their website. I clicked every single link on their website, could not find the answers. So I thought, okay, since the job is going to involve being on the customer service side of things, I thought, let's test it out. So when we got here, I sent the first message based on the first question, saying I'm looking at staying at this particular property with my dog, and we're going to be staying, do you have any pet fees? And I did it through the chat on the website. It timed out and said we can either email you or we can send you a text message. So I said send a text message. They asked for my phone number, and it still took them and so it timed out after like 5 minutes. Then it took them 20 minutes to send me a text message to see what it was I was looking for. So then I sent them the question. It took them another 20 to 30 minutes to get back to me with the answer. And then I sent them a reply within a minute or two of getting the answer, and still do not have a response to that because I had another question in there. And I still do not have a response to that text message. I'm like, well, that's interesting. So I got back on the chat again to ask another question, the other question that I had on this form that you've got to do the scenarios, and it timed out. So this time I thought, well, I'm not going to put the same phone number, I'm going to put one of my email addresses. So I put my email address in there. I still do not have an email from them, but I was in the process of typing an email using their email address that was on their help page, and all of a sudden, and just as I was typing that up, the chat box went ding, are you still there? And I thought, well, this is very interesting. So I went back in, asked my question. So he gave me all the gave me the exact details that I had at the time. Didn't have dates, but this is what I was looking for. It took the guy like 5 minutes to get back to me. He gives me all the answers to that. So then I turned around and gave him more specific questions. And he said, well, what dates are you looking at? And I said, I don't know yet. We're waiting for the schedule to come in. Once we get the schedule, then we'll be able to go with everything. And I said, what would be the closest property to where it is we're going? And he comes back and he says, oh, that'll be this property here. Please click on this link. And I said, no, hang on. That property's in Dallas. I was asking for Houston. And he's like, oh. So can you please provide the address of the place you're going to be in Houston so I can see what properties are closer? And so I said, well, that's a great question because they haven't given us the exact address, but I just looked up the thing, and this is their main office building address, because we don't know which building we're actually going to be in, but it's all on the same campus. And I said, so a follow-up question to that then is, will the answers that you gave me earlier for Dallas apply to Houston? And I'm still waiting. That was 8 minutes ago I put that response in, and he's come into the type box like 5 times during that 8 minutes, and you see the little 3 dots and they just disappear for a minute or two, and then they come back. So I'm still waiting on a response for that one. So it's very interesting. Okay, I've got the answer that I need now, which is interesting because their scenario says the building doesn't have elevators. He just told me they did in that building, which is interesting. Yes. So that's going to be interesting to get that to reply to that particular scenario, but it's the last one I have. So I did a scenario that was close to what they were asking about in the information, and he said it is equipped with elevators, but none of their units are on the ground floor, which was the other question I had. So that's going to be interesting because the scenario says that there are no elevators in the building. That's interesting. So I've been taking detailed notes for this. So if they ever come back and say, hey, sorry, you didn't get the freelance job, or yes, you got the freelance job, I'm going to say, hey, here's some suggestions on what you may want to do with your website, because going through these scenarios, this is what I had to do to get all the answers for these scenarios. And you may want to reword some of these scenarios because you're saying it doesn't have an elevator when the building actually does have an elevator, and the person on site is telling them there's no elevator in the building, yet your person on the help desk is saying there is an elevator in the building. Somebody's miscommunicating something somewhere. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come back. And even if they turn around and say I didn't get the assignment, I'm still going to give them the feedback. You know, when I went through and did this is what I discovered. So I got to use all aspects of their website, go through everything on their website. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. So I'll keep you posted on that one. But anyway, so we're going to be going out shortly. I'm going to have to wait. You want to go for a walk, Zeffy? You want to go check out the dog park? You want to go check out the dog park, Zeph? She is done. It is hot outside. I did have to go out to my locker to get to put some stuff away in one of the lockers. It was pretty warm out there. So anyway, so that's it from us for today. We are in a new location just for tonight. Where are we going to be tomorrow night? Nobody knows. I don't even know. So, but I will have that information hopefully by tomorrow morning. If not, might have to. Don't know. It's going to be interesting. So we shall see. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow morning from here, but this will be the only evening that we're doing here from Pachanga. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Hakonera.